Hello and welcome to the unboxing of the Cosmos 2 Ultra Torque case from Cooler Master. Let's first start off by taking a look at the box. We can see it supports XL ATX and 4-way SLI. Okay, so you can cram in a lot of graphics cards in there. And let's look at the back of the box. So on the back of the box we can see the main features. We have a 140mm fan on the back, just below some grommets for water cooling. We have 10 expansion slots down here, so that allows for up to 4-way SLI. We also have an additional slot here as well in case you want to add something else. We can see here that we have some toolless drive bays. We've got 5 hard disk drive bays here, and we've got another 6 hard drive bays here sitting behind these two 120mm fans. Just at the front here we have a 200mm fan, and up on top we have a 140mm. It has support for up to a 200mm fan, 2x140 or 3x120mm fans. So by having 3 100mm fans you can get a 360 rad up on top. Also in the bottom section here you can remove the drive bays and you can put in a 240 rad. Over here we can see that it has support for 4 USB 2.0 ports. We've got 2 USB 3, we've got a SATA and the standard I/O outputs as well. Let's take a look at the side here and see some of the specifications. Looking at the specifications here, we can see the dimensions. The case itself is 344mm by 704 by 664mm, so that is one of the largest cases that are available. In inches it's 13.5 inches by 27.7 by 26.1. It weighs 22 kilos or 48.5 pounds, so it's one of the heaviest cases out there again. And it has support for a whole selection of motherboards ranging from micro ATX to ATX, ETX, XL ATX, and even has support for the SR2. We have maximum cooler height of 190mm. And maximum GPU length for your graphics card is up to 15 inches or so. Let's open it up and see what's in the box. We can see that we've just taken it out of the box and it is covered with the plastic sheeting. So let's take this off and see what we have. We have just taken off the plastic sheeting. There's a few other parts that are covered up. And we have a section on top. We have unboxed the Cosmos 2 and let's take a look at some of the features. On the front we have a sliding panel, so that will just slide on of its own accord. We've got 2 3.5-inch bays, and we've got 3 3.25-inch bays, and these are easily removable. You can just pull a slot and out it comes, ready for use. Just like that. We've got, up on top, we've got our 4 USB ports, our 2 USB 3.0, our eSATA, and our audio in and out. If we tilt it up and look at the front, we will see that we've got a nice action to this top plate, and we've got our power here and controls for all of our fans. That moves in and out quite nicely. Okay, let's turn it around and take a look at the other side. Let's push this back up. Looking at the back, we can see we've got a 140mm fan here. We've got grommets for our water cooling. We've got a slot for all our components from our motherboard. We've got 10 expansion slots. our slot here for the power supply. This is actually sticking out, so we can add in an extra long power supply unit, which is always good. And we've got another expansion slot here if we need it. Also featured here is we've got two little levers to actually open up the doors. So let's do that. Just push it down and it can open up. And open up again. This is quite a nice feature of the case, that we can open up the doors just like that. It's very smooth flowing, and we can easily just take them off, and we just need to just lift it and off they come. If you look closely, you'll see that the door itself is actually very thick. So we've got this aluminium on the front. We then have a plastic construct, so it's very solid. And let's just see about putting this back on. So fitting the door back on, it just slots into place. Okay, let's just close up the doors. Let's begin by taking a look at the back of the panel. Let's open up the door and see. So here we can see that we've got plenty of space for cable management. We've got at least about an inch of space between the back panel and the door. We've got all of our cables here nice and tight going into the grommets. We can see the fan here as well, and we can see our drive bays down here. We've got the 6 drive bays here, and we've got 5 drive bays there. And ample space for our power supply. It's mounted well up from the base of the case. Again, nice easy action to the opening and closing of the doors. Let's take a look at the interesting parts. And let's lift up the door, just like that. What do we have in here? Well, we've got our 3 easily lockable 5¼ inch bays. We've got our 5 hard disk bays. They just slip up very easily. They're quite flexible, but when you add in a hard drive, they become quite rigid. So they just easily slip in and lock into place, so very quick. And they're supported here by this 200mm fan, so that should keep them good and cool. Here we've got the 2 120mm fans, and they just open up, a nice smooth action. And that reveals our 6 hard drive bays down here as well. As you can see, there's plenty of space in the case itself, and we have quite a substantial amount of cabling elements in here. Let's just open up the back panel as well so we can see through. Okay, so you can see we got an ample amount of space here for dealing with your CPU, and we'll see that we've got quite a lot of grommets down here as well. We've got a cargo box in here with some fittings. Let's remove that. And we can see we've got a whole bunch of cables here. Most of these are providing you with fan controllers. So we can see we've got a whole load of cables for our fans. And the useful thing is that they are all labeled. So we've got a cable here for our GPU fan. We've got a hard disk fan again, top fan. And the great thing is that we have all these grommets. No matter what size motherboard you may have, we've got a grommet that will suit.